Hello everybody, and today we are going to be listening to the story of the Everywhere Bear. Now this book was written by Julia Donaldson and Rebecca Cobb. Rebecca Cobb was the lady that did the pictures, the illustrations, and Julia Donaldson was the lady that made up the story, that wrote the story. Now it's actually the same two people that wrote and illustrated the paper doll story. Now I can't wait to get into this story. With her blue pointy shoes and her hair in a bun, Mrs. McAllister teaches Class 1. That's Ollie and Holly and Josie and Jay, Leo and Theo, and April and May, Billy and Lily and little Lee Woo, Daisy and Maisie and Matt, who is new, Hannah Hazala, Callum and Claire, Kevin and Bev, and the Everywhere Bear. The Everywhere Bear has a home on the shelf, but he doesn't spend very much time by himself. For each boy and girl in the class is a friend, and he goes home with one of them every weekend. On Mondays they carry him back to Class 1 and tell all the others the things that he has done. I think these are some of the things that he's done. He has bus rides with April and horse rides with May. He eats burgers with Billy and he eats jelly with Jay. With Lee Woo, he's a pirate, and with Kevin, a king. And Callum and Claire push him high from the swing. He bounces with Bev and he does handstands with Holly. He likes playing football with Maisie and Ollie. He always makes dens when he goes home with Daisy. At Lily's, they let him be lovely and lazy. With Leo and Theo, he tinkles a tune. With Hannah Hazala, he goes to the moon. With Josie, he whizzes about in a chair. No wonder they call him the Everywhere Bear. One rainy Monday, the new boy called Matt was splashing to school when he spotted a cat. And when he bent over to give it a cuddle, the Everywhere Bear tumbled into a puddle. Just around the corner, a driver called Pete sat in a van painting stripes on the street. Matt got to school and sat down on his chair. He opened his bag and the bear wasn't there. Where is the bear? Nobody knew that the poor little fellow, just like the street, had been painted bright yellow. Nobody saw when a river of rain washed him and whooshed him head first down a drain. Oh my goodness me. And no one was there when the bear with the stripe, dirty and dizzy, splashed out of the pipe. Poor bear. The water was wild and the weather was wet when Jim, Jeff and Jonathan hauled in their net. Waves rocked the boat and a storm filled the air, but none of them noticed the Everywhere Bear. Back in the harbour, Mohammed Hussein lifted the fish off of the boat with a crane. "Give me 2 boxes," said old Mrs. Bishop, and she cheerfully wheeled them away to her fish shop. Let's have a look. Who else has she got there with the rest of the fish? She started unpacking and then muttered, that's odd. There's a bear wrapped in seaweed between these two cod. Out of the fish shop and into a skip. Can you see where she's thrown him? Into the skip and into a lorry and off to the tip. Squawked a seagull called a Solomon shriek. I smell fish. And he picked up the bear in his beak. They flew over treetops and over the town, and the bear saw his school when he dared to look down. Then Solomon perched on the roof of a shop. This isn't a fish. And he let the bear drop. Goodness, what an adventure. But then a very kind lady called Bethany Burke picked the bear up on her way into work. I wonder what her work is. I think it could be a library. Each Friday morning, Class 1 pays a visit to one of their favourite places. Where is it? The library. Jay finds a book about stars. Josie finds one about buses and cars. Billy likes aliens and Lily likes lizards. Hannah Hazala is keener on wizards. Well, there's lots of lovely books for them to look at. Finally, everybody's chosen a book. They queue on the counter. Then Matt cries out, look! April and May and the others say, where? Behind you! He's there! It's the Everywhere Bear. And there's a little sign there that says lost property. So that means things that people have found and they're trying to find the owners. And the Everywhere Bears has been put with the lost property. Then they carry him happily back home to Class 1, saying, where have you been, Bear? What have you done? The bear never talks, but he smiles to himself. And he thinks as he settles back down on his shelf. I've been in a puddle, I've been in a drain, I've been in a boat, and I've been on a crane. I've been in a shop, and I've been in a skip. I've been on a lorry, and I've been in a tip. I've been in a beak, and I've been in the air. No wonder they call me the Everywhere Bear. And at the end of the story, we can see the teacher there. And she's doing something to the Everywhere Bear. I think she's cleaning him up. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Now, I just wanted to share a really special toy with you guys. This is my most special toy. This toy is called Puppy, and I've actually had Puppy since I was born. Now, Puppy used to look a little bit more like a dog. Puppy used to be bright pink, and Puppy's head used to stand up by itself, and Puppy's nose used to stick out like this. But over the years, I cuddled Puppy so much that Puppy began to fade, and he began to get some holes on him that my mum really nicely, she used to patch Puppy up, and now Puppy lives up on the shelf. So I thought I'd share Puppy with you, and I'm just wondering if you can have a think at home what your special toy might be. And then you might like to think of an imaginary story, an adventure that your toy might like to go on. So Puppy, let's think about where you could go. Maybe you went on a trip to the seaside. Maybe you went into a rock pool and made friends with a crab. Or maybe you went to the fairground and you went on a ride. So have a little think about your favourite toy and think about an adventure that they could have. Now, you might like to draw a picture of that adventure that they've been on or that you imagine they're going on. or you might like a grown-up to help you write a story about your favourite toy, or you might want to draw a picture and then write a little caption underneath. And then once you've done that, if you could get your mum or dad or a grown-up to take a picture and send it to me, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Bye bye. See you soon.